One monsoon, that's the one that got up to our waist and entered the doors of our apartment and everything. It was a lot of rain. They're these big black bugs that like attach to you, and they're actually really poisonous, and I didn't know that, but everyone freaks out when one gets on you, and they're huge, and they come in like swarms, like birds, and so those are huge. And then we saw sloths and alligators, and we saw a toucan, and some of those cool ones that you don't see here. So one of the most different foods, I would say, was liver. I had never tried it, and the way they cook it, they kind of like fry it like a hamburger, and so that was very different. And then my favorite food was probably the alligator. They fry it like chicken nuggets here, and so you can dip it in the sauces they have, and that was my favorite. Yeah, a crazy one that we had is one day we were with all of the sisters, and there was 6 of us that day, and it was on our P day, so we were just going to stores and souvenir shopping that day, and the police stopped us because there was 3 of us that were Americans and the rest were natives, and they stopped us and asked us for our passports, but the president keeps our passports, and so we didn't have them on hand. And so they picked us up in a police car, and there it was a police truck. So they threw us in the back of the truck, and we had to go down to the police station. And luckily, our president was on the phone with one of our other companions, and they asked the police if our companions could come with, and if a member could meet us there. And so a member met us there, and he was a lawyer, and so he was able to help us out. But it was a pretty weird situation because we didn't know what was happening as us Americans. We'd only been there for like a couple weeks, all of us had, and so it was pretty crazy to get in the back of a cop car and not know what was going to happen. I had a pretty hard companion. Like I've been saying, we had natives, and their views on mission life is a lot different than our views and what we're taught growing up. And most of them are converts. Some of them are like a couple months. They haven't been in it for a long time, and some have been in it for a while. And so it's hard to have the same values and the same thinking. And so it was hard for this one companion and me, it was hard to get on the right track and follow the rules and be exactly obedient like they ask us to be. Definitely relying totally on the Lord in all the decisions you make. It made it a lot easier when I got home and had to make life decisions, to know to trust in the Lord in all times. One of my experiences was with one of the converts we were teaching. She was about 12, 13, and her mom ran one of the orange shops that we went to and got oranges every once in a while. And one day she just asked us like what we were doing on our walking on the streets and what the name plaques were and stuff. And so we sat down and started talking to her and her mom, and she showed more interest than her mom, which is common there. But one of the most spiritual experiences was with her when we were teaching her about the Restoration, and we were telling her the story of Joseph Smith and how he got the Book of Mormon and was translating it, and she just like stopped us mid-sentence and was like, "I know it's true." And we're like, "How do you know it's true?" Trying to get her to talk to us, and she just said, "I don't know, but I just feel good when you talk, and I feel like I could do anything." And so right there, it's the simple things that we tell people is great and profound in their minds. And after that, she wanted to know more and more, and she wasn't allowed to get baptized because her parents wouldn't allow it, but we still talk, and she tells me her spiritual experiences, and it's really awesome to see that she still believes in it. She didn't lose faith because her parents said no. She's still trying to be in the gospel, I guess. We were late. It was late one night, and on my mission, the curfew was 8:30 instead of 9 like it normally is. And so we were trying to get a ride home because it was a good 20 minutes walk. And we didn't have enough time to walk 20 minutes. And so we were trying to get a ride and calling members, and my companion was calling members. And we were on this street corner waiting for them to come get us. And across the way were these men, and they were hooting and hollering, catcalling. And we thought that they were intoxicated and that they just didn't know what they were doing. And so we were like, we need to get out of the situation. And I heard this voice like, you need to walk home, like, don't even wait for them, just go now. And so we started walking, and they followed us for a while, and eventually our members found us and came and picked us up. But it was a scary experience, just them catcalling, and especially with Americans, it's normal. They've never seen that many, and so when you get together, they catcall her a lot more. But that was a cool experience because I was like, I heard the voice like, you need to get out, just walk, like, don't even wait and stuff. And so that was kind of a testimony builder to just listen. Don't find out what would happen if you didn't type thing. So.